Micky, first of all, Manny Monty, somebody you've brought in on loan, just tell us about him.
Well, first of all, there is always a reason for bringing people in. Obviously, we know about Evan's misfortune and ours, and breaking his leg. We've been looking for a left-sided centre-back for a long time. Manny obviously came to our attention playing with Forest Green last year. So we always felt that when we needed a centre-back, that he would be one of the ones that we would pursue. Steve McNulty is nursing an ongoing injury as well. So we know that we just having Steve McNulty and Suts, that we needed to get another centre-back in if we were going to get one in to be an experienced one that has been this track before, and Manny's been the track before with Forest Green. So we're delighted to get him in, and we are looking forward to getting him out on the pitch and performing for us.
Could he be thrown in as soon as this weekend?
Yeah, he will probably have to play this weekend. So we'll have to start this weekend because of a situation that we have. So yes, the big man will start on Saturday.
Any other injuries at all from the other night ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, there is. We're going to keep them to ourselves at the minute, but yeah, there is. So we will have to make some changes, but nothing that we are worried about. We just go on with it and give other people an opportunity to come and play.
You've had nearly 48 hours now since Tuesday night. How do you reflect on Tuesday? Obviously,
we don't like losing games, that's for sure. We will keep a level head on things and comb over performances and see where we think that we could have did things better and some things that we felt that we did very well. So we won't get carried away in that way, but we're disappointed that we've lost a game at home, that's for sure. We don't like losing at any time, and we have to dust ourselves down now, and like this morning, go through bits that we think we had to do better and go and move on from it.
I mean, you'd had a really good run, but even in this game, is there anything you can look at and think, well, we can improve in various ways?
Yeah, without a doubt, there's always ways that you can improve. So that's what we've worked on all day today, really, is gone through things with the players that we think that we have to do better. But also, there's things that we know that we did very well, and of course certain incidents and things in games changed them, so we don't get too carried away with just the result. We will come over it, but we're disappointed. We will quickly move on.
You talk about keeping things in perspective and not getting carried away. Is that part of today's footballing culture, that we tend to look at one result and forget all the results beforehand?
Well, I think that the last game is always the one that you reflect on, isn't it? So we've lost the last game, so that's the one that will be reflected upon, and that's just the way that football is. But us as coaches, we've got to look over it more balanced and over a longer term. And yeah, listen, we're our biggest critics. If we've got some stuff wrong mentally or tactically, technically, then we will go through it and we will try and get better at it, and that's what we'll continue to do.
Yeah, but ultimately, do you believe there's enough games left this season for the race for the top spot to be still wide open?
There's a quarter of the season left. It's a lot of games, a lot of pressure games. We just have to take care of what we do, and that's training day to day, and then going into the games and trying to pick up the next 3 points. That's all you can do, that's all you can control. We'll continue to do that right until the end, and if that's enough, then good. We'll be very happy with that, but certainly we'll be going all out to accumulate as many points as we possibly can.
The players haven't lost back-to-back league games so far this season, so what does that say about their character?
That we haven't lost back-to-back games all the season. They're not expected to lose any games. We want to get into every game and win it. So we'll be getting into the game at the weekend, which will be another tough game on 4G, and we'll be preparing to go down there and do well and pick up a valuable 3 points.
Do you have to pick them up too much, or is there enough about them that you don't have to do that?
No, I think they'll obviously be unhappy, and so they should be. You've lost a game of football, but it's our job to put everything back in line, get them mentally and physically back in the right place. We've started that process as soon as the final whistle goes on Tuesday night. We'll comb over things, like I just said, like we think that we did well and things that we want to get better at. That wouldn't change, we win, lose or draw, to be honest. That's what we continue to do all the time. So we've just done what we normally do today and try and improve the group and get them ready for the weekend.
And do you look too much at the league table at this time of the season, or is it just about getting wins on the board and doing what you're in control of?
Well, I think you always have to look at the league table, because that's the measurement of the results, isn't it? So you have to look at that. But that wouldn't change my thoughts on that I want to win the next game, or I want to perform well in the next training session. That wouldn't change that at all. So that doesn't change. So yeah, we do look at it, but that doesn't change the way that we prepare or plan for the next game or the next training session. We try and keep that consistent.
And just on Maidstone, I think only Torquay have a worse home record in the league, so is that something you want to capitalise on Saturday?
Well, it's always difficult going on to the 4G. We're aware of that. Every game in this league's tough. We're getting into a stage now where everybody knows the prizes that they're fighting for. So we're well aware of that. So every game will be tough. We have to go down there with the right mentality. Doesn't matter what's happened before. Everybody wants to play against Tranmere, wants to play well against Tranmere. So we're aware of that, and we know that we need to be our best to go down there and get a result, and that's what we'll be absolutely concentrating on trying to do.